This is She Wolf Alchemy, and we are actually switching some things up today. But before we get into that, Neek, do you have any updates that we need to get into?
Nope, none this way.
Alrighty, and I don't think I have any. We you guys might get a live show for our vacation. Yeah, we go on vacation. We do a mommy daughter vacation time, and we might be able to put those little two people down, welcome to record.
They be wild and on vacation.
Right?
Maybe they'll go to sleep. I remember last time they were just up. Like, this is mommy time.
Yes, that was the thing. But I feel like when we put them in the same bed, I was like, sister. At least when Cardi works, I'm like, but that's your sister. She's like, sister? And she don't care about nobody else but her sister.
Journey's
Close the door.
Best friend.
Do a podcast on the balcony while overlooking the sea. Okay. So y'all might have that coming. I'm very excited for it. Don't know what I'm gonna do about when I go to Costa Rica yet, Nick. So
yeah,
we'll see how that goes. But first we are going to get into it. Nick, were you going to want to go first, or did you want me to start with one of my questions?
I can start first.
Alrighty, go ahead.
Okay. The first one we have. I am 5'6" and 120 pounds. Guys never ask me for my phone number. Also, I have never had a boyfriend before in my life or have never been asked out. Additionally, guys do not approach me. I am 21 and I am in college, and guys around my college do not seem interested in me. I see college guys with other women, but they don't really hit on me or try to make a move. One guy even hit on my roommate, but they did not hit on me. I get sad and even catch myself crying a lot because people in college and are already dating, but I have been single my entire life. My love life is and has always been non-existent. Plus, all my friends have boyfriends, and I'm pretty much the left out one. I mean, I just want to experience love and share my life with someone special. I know. So
I want to hug her.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of those things that honestly most of us go through at some period. Every now and then there's that one person who's popular from kindergarten to their death. But most of us only had periods of popularity, if we had any at all.
Yeah.
And being that young, being in that 18 to 23-year-old age is an insecure age, I think, for most women.
Especially just going off to college. Yeah.
Yeah, and we usually come over to the dark side, sweetie. By the time you turn 30, you're like, oh, it's bad as fuck then. I have my mega knees. I don't know what happened to them knees, but I used to have them mega knees.
Yes.
But I think it's common. I think it's something that a lot of women go through. I feel like when I was her age, I felt similar. I was getting hit on by guys, but it wasn't like quality guys. And so then it kind of made me feel like, so what am I putting out there?
Yeah.
I keep thinking these people think that I'm giving them the green light. And I think like most of the girls I was cool with in college went through the same thing. It was like every blue moon you find one that's actually your type and whatever. But also you have to take in the personality. If you're not an outgoing type of personality, it makes it harder for them to approach you.
Yeah. It's like, what energy are you putting off? Like, I mean, I was shy and I still got hit on sometimes. But if I was coming off looking like mean or coming off with my head down or coming off like, you can come off with the impression I don't want to be approached. And who knows how she's doing it. And I also think it's like the times are different now. Like it's so many dating apps. There's so many there's so much social media. Even when I first went to college, it was social media, but it just started to get like popular. So it's just like, girl, you better get on the app. You better swipe left, swipe right. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's different now. It's way different than how we were in college. So they might not feel they need to approach you unless they, like, you know, see you hanging with a certain crowd or doing this or doing that. But maybe some of the girls they met is off of, like, an app, or they don't, you know what I mean? I don't even think I get hollers that, I don't think people try to talk to me as much either now, because I just think it's the times, like in social media and all of that stuff is out and available, and I don't know, like I really have not got hit on a lot since I had Journey or something, but I don't know. So when they do, because I remember when the only time this guy talked to me in the grocery store, and I was very surprised. I thought he was really trying to ask me to help him find something, because it's just like so uncommon for anybody to try and talk to me these days.
It's so silly. No, I do think it's the times that we're in now. I think men feel a lot more comfortable approaching you on social media, and men approach you in stages on social media.
Yeah,
you know, they follow you. And they like your pics, and then they start making sure to see every single one of your stories. And then if you like some of their pics, and then you see their stories, they're like, okay, cool. Now I'm gonna leave a flirty comment underneath, and if she don't delete it, I know what's up. You don't delete it, you LOL it. Cool. I'm gonna say hi in a D. Like, it's a slow process.
Very. And then sometimes you talk for a little bit, and then you're not talking at all anymore at all. So it's just like, I just think it's a different time period. But I don't know how she can get guys to try to holler, talk to her or whatever. But she gonna have to, or she can make first moves too.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can definitely make first moves. I did that when we were in undergrad. Do you remember Elaine's boyfriend during undergrad?
I didn't hang with her that much. I know she was your friend, but I only hang with her like once or twice with you.
Okay. Well, she ended up dating this guy, but handsome guy. Just fineness. Just dark brown, fine man, chiseled features. Deep dimples. But this is obviously before they were dating. I was walking across campus, and I was saying, like, you know what? Because I had moved from like 4 hours away. It was like week 2. I didn't know anybody but my roommate. And I'm like, I'm gonna just start introducing myself to folks, because it was real cliquey. A lot of people from that city went to school there.
Yeah.
So they just hung with their regular cliques, and I, anyways, was running across him up the stairs, and he told me as I was running by, like, yo, you're really pretty. And he kept walking. I said, no, we go, come back. I was like, no, you are like really handsome. Where are you going? He was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Hall. I was like, oh, I'm looking at Hall too. And he was just like, girl, I never seen you there. I was like, yeah. And then he had asked me if I was going to some party, and I was like, yeah, I have thought about it. So he gave me a flyer, and he was like, we got the VIP bus, so bring this flyer, don't bring the other ones, because ours come with a bus, a shuttle that are gonna take people back and forth. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And it didn't go nowhere. He ended up dating my friend. Because also I did, and we're glad. But he ended up like, I remember, like, yeah, after that being like, yep, if I like you, I'm gonna just let you know. And honestly, it worked. Like, I never had a situation where I was like, you cute, and the guy was like, leave me alone. Right. It just never went that way.
And I was kind of like that too. I just made that, like, I mean, I didn't say, oh, you cute, unless I was like tipsy. But I used to make like an eye contact. You know how you like make that eye, like, you see me, I see you. You see me, I see you. And then they just come over and talk like, oh, she keep looking. I need to go talk to her. And it gets that way. But I never like said the word, but I made it known like I'm looking at you and I want you to look at me and I want you to come over here and talk to me. And that was my thing that worked for me.
Yeah. So. See, no, I was a hot mess back in those days. I used to just be like, you cute. Don't we got like 3 classes with you? What y'all doing after? Lunch? Oh, no, baby. You paying for it.
Right.
BW3s.
That's right.
So there's that. But also understanding it's okay not to be in your prime yet.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel great, especially when everybody else is dating and you feel like, why not me? Everybody else is getting to fall in love. Why can't any love be given to me? But I feel like all of us have been through that stage.
Right.
And it's the best way to get through that stage is not focus on what am I not doing wrong, not doing right, and what am I doing wrong. It's really take that time, do some you stuff, some improval stuff. Like, okay, do I have any trauma that I need to work through? Okay, cool. Do I have trust issues I need to work through? Cool. And then be on your grind. I promise you, the universe loves to send you someone when you are not thinking about someone.
Yeah, definitely.
Like when you're on there, like, and I mean seriously, not when you playing. Like, yeah, I don't want no one. I sure want to come home to someone and hug me right now. Not when you're on that BS. Okay, universe can see through that. But I have found the moments where I'm really not thinking about men. The moments I'm really like, I just need to make more money. I just need to get myself out of this loan.
Yeah.
When I'm like focused on those things, that's when I meet some of the most fascinating men in my life.
Yeah. I just was like, sometimes it's like you could be like focused on somebody else, and the universe is like, no, that's not the right person, sis. This is the right person.
Well,
that's me. That's kind of what happened to me. I finally said, I'm gonna settle down with this person. I was like, oh no, you're not. We got somebody else for you. And here he goes. It's like, oh, okay. Thanks.
See, your guardian angels or whoever's, they're so nice to y'all. Mine ain't. Like, no, baby, that's not what's for you. We're gonna see him over there. That's for you, beloved. And then they carry you off in a cloud. Mine, they're not like that. I'll be somewhere looking like, he just my type. And mine just pop up and be like, bitch, no. Like, they're very mean. They do not talk appropriately. They hit me on the side of my head when they talk. Like, what we chill, you broke him. Like, no, but like, he has the things that I want. And they're like, you need more than dick. I'm like, all right. And, next thing I know, I'm dating an accountant that's a good provider. I don't know. We're going to figure it out.
Yeah, it happens that way.
I had a whole thing. Okay, you remember the cancer comment?
What do you mean?
From the reading?
The cancer comment?
Yeah, someone else like a cancer.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, we later had a conversation about that. And then on the flip side of it, it was like, but you're not. You're going to want the person who is the opposite. It's going to make you roll your eyes a few times. That's going to make you really like, why? And I'm like, yeah, that's definitely me though. Yeah, that's true. And they didn't, and they too sensitive for me.
Yeah.
I mean, even the New York dude, he and he's not sensitive, but he tells me all the time, like, you are extremely not sensitive. I don't know how to communicate with you.
But he makes you roll your eyes and like, okay, sir.
Yeah, but the eye roll's supposed to be old. Oh, I'm sure. That could literally be anybody. I feel like everybody in my past makes me roll my
Yeah,
eyes.
it's getting on nerves, yeah.
But anyways, to answer your question, everybody has their time. Everybody has their season. I think when you focus on it too much, it makes it bigger than it needs to be in your head. There are guys that are looking at you. There are guys that are noticing you. I think one realistic answer is it may not be the guys you want. And so you ignore it. And then you're just like, oh, why is no one paying attention to me? No, there was. You've ignored it. And the same thing with, and there might be some that you're just completely unaware of. Like it wasn't you ignore it. You just completely unaware that they were there paying that much attention. And that too is okay. But your time is going to come, okay? Unfortunately for some of us, we'll meet the love of our life at 16. We'll go to college together. We'll get married. We'll have babies. And y'all will still be looking at us on Facebook like, damn, y'all still ain't unhappy? It's not fair. Why do they get 20 years of happiness? I have got half a semester. That's all y'all gave me. It was half a semester of happiness. And she got to be with the love of her life since before she could drive. And they out here happy. And I don't know why that happens. Maybe they didn't get to have that type of love in their past life, and the universe is looking out for them.
You just never know, though.
Yeah, but I do believe that for most people it will come, and I also believe though sometimes it does not come the way that we want it to come. And when you get to a certain life point, you can make that decision on if that's okay to you. That okay, love is coming, just not exactly the way I thought it would, and am I okay with this? Because you don't have to say yes.
Yeah. And then when you start focusing on other stuff, it just kind of hits you sometimes too. So
yeah. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, you're doing the bestie one, right? All right. So this one we got from a male's forum. They said it was a long version, but they said we can read the highlighted if we're going to get through it shortly. And that's what I want to do. Also, I feel like the guy is capping in his long version. I don't know. Whenever men make these, they're just like, first of all, I make $85,000 a year. I got no kids. I'm an alpha male, and I'm like, okay. Let me skip down to the actual facts. That's not what you're giving. That's not what you're giving, sir.
Let's just get there, please.
So the story is he's asking he's asking women, how would you want your boyfriend or your significant other to address this? He says, all the boxes are checked off in our relationship except for intimacy. And quantity and quality is not in a place where I'd be long-term happy. Physical touch is my number one love language, and that cup is not full. Overall, though, the sex is just mad and mechanical, and I feel she doesn't really know how to be seductive. I've asked her to initiate more, and it's clumsy and clunky when it happens. You can see that she's in her head. Ladies, how would you want your boyfriend to address the sexual disconnect? There are things women did from past relationships that have worked well for me, but I don't think making a list of things for her will do. I don't know what he's trying to say here. Will do improve the mechanical nature of things. Will improve. We could have just taken that word out. Will improve the mechanical nature of things. The other thing is, I'm thinking is just generally asking her to tap into her femininity and sexuality with the specific suggestion of doing something like a belly dance or a pole dancing class to get more comfortable with that side of herself. What do you think Sir, I'm going to laugh for a quick second and then I'm going to come right back to you. Okay, Neek, I answered first last time. You answer first this time.
So how can he approach that? I mean, it could be straightforward, but it's like it might hurt her feelings because if she's so much in her head about it, her feelings are gonna be hurt. Maybe they can watch videos or videos together. Like, babe, I like that, or I like this. I don't know, but I'm not as sexual. I don't feel like I am as other women might be. But if I'm into it, if I'm into you, I know how to do what I gotta do. But if you tell me what you like, I mean, she might not be into pleasing you. She probably like in her head, like, I don't know how to do this. So the only thing I can think of, maybe they can watch a video together and he can tell her as they're watching what he likes and what he doesn't like. Or maybe we can try this, or maybe we can try that. That could be a step without disrespecting, without hurting her feelings.
Yeah. I agree with that. I definitely feel like this is one of those sticky subjects because I'm listening to what he says, and as a woman, I want to be like, oh, this and this and that. But then I'm thinking of it also on the flip side as a woman, and I know as a woman I have had to have these conversations, and it hasn't went well. So I can only imagine that it really it doesn't normally go well.
Yeah, way. I think it will hurt her feelings.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way around it. But I think honesty is the best policy. Just not a brutal honesty.
Yeah.
And having a conversation, just be like, I personally believe this is not a conversation I would want to have face to face. Because I would want time away from you, because that's embarrassing. You know, if you're with someone, things are going good, especially if you've been together for a while, and you're like, so you mean to tell me you ain't been enjoying sex for how many years? Like,
but you need to tell her some way, because if he's thinking about like breaking up over it.
Yeah, I mean, but it's been 2 years that you haven't been happy sexually. Yeah. You know, so that would make me feel a kind of way. But I definitely have the conversation. I believe have the conversation in a way where it's like, okay, babe, kind of how he started off, where he's like, you check all my boxes. You are the woman I want to be with. You have the things I want in a wife. Our sex life is not exactly where I wanted it to be, and I just want to see if we can have an open, honest conversation about that. You know, I think starting off and saying, you know, my love language is physical touch. That is something that's big for me, and I'm trying to learn your love language and do what I can, and you can let me know what I can do more, because that's the art of negotiation: giving when asking.
Yeah.
But also then just putting it out there, like, okay, one of the issues I'm having is, you know, the amount. You know, I have a high sex drive, and you are the only person I want to have sex with. You're the only person I am having sex with, but my needs aren't being met because I feel like I constantly have to deny myself. You know, is there a way we can work on having sex more? And make sure you make that a question, because that is not a demand.
Yeah.
If she does not think that there's a way, and she does not want to have sex more, then she just doesn't want to have sex more. Then y'all need to make a decision of, okay, can we still be together?
Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody should be forcing themselves. I do not believe in forcing yourself into sexual situations you do not want to be in. I don't care how much you love that person.
Yeah, if it's not, that's not what you truly want to do. No.
Yeah. And then in regards to the quality, I know he says it just feels like she's struggling and it's clunky and clumsy. You know, some of that men can help by teaching. You know, if they're riding and the riding seems all over the place, grab her hips and you hit back. Yeah. And you start doing the work that way. After a while, she'll figure out the rhythm.
Yeah, exactly.
Or try other moves, because there's some moves that just aren't natural for people. So
Mm-hmm.
try different moves, try different positions, see which one is natural for her. And again, there's certain things like, without getting too explicit, if y'all want to turn over, okay, talking about that. Again, you can control the hips. So if it's not naturally bouncing back for you, you have the ability to put your hands on her hips and control the hips to show, hey, this is the type of rhythm I enjoy. As long as she is okay with that. If she says some stop and no, then hey, stop, no.
Stop
Again,
now,
this is
yeah.
something y'all need to figure out if you can do.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, if I was a girlfriend, I would definitely want the person to let me know, because I would hate to know that like everything was perfect except for sex, and that was the only thing, and they didn't come to me and they just left.
And then it's like, but we could have talked about this.
Yeah. And again, sir, you know who your girlfriend is. You know her personality. Because I get it. There's some people you can't talk to about sex. Um, and you know, if that's your girl, that's your girl. But for some women, you can. My partners can always talk to me about sex. I send sexual jokes all of that time. When it's appropriate, when it's not appropriate. When they're like, okay, babe, I'm nervous. I'm about to go into this big meeting. Guess what? Boom, bone a joke. And send them on to this meeting. So for me, that would be an issue, because I'm like, no, I very comfortable having conversations about that. So that's another thing. Find out if that person is, and if they're not. If they're not, just seeing if there is a way you can tiptoe into it.
Yeah.
But I think having that conversation is better than not. And because also, if it gets to the point that you want to end it, at least she knows. And if she knows, maybe going forward, that can help her know, like, okay, I need someone with a lower sex drive.
Right.
I know I don't have a high sex drive. I need someone who has lower sex drive. Or maybe she might be like, you know what? A ED guy sounds great. You know, lots of head, 2 seconds of that.
But she needs to know what's going on,
Yeah.
and she needs to know what she wants and what she doesn't. So she needs to have like be able to make that decision. Like he needs to tell her.
Yeah, that's not one of those I think you should skip over. All right, Nick, you next.
Okay, dokie. Okay, this one is about besties. Okay. My bestie is a newlywed, and her husband's sister, let's call her Ashley, was one of the bridesmaids. I threw the bachelorette party. Bestie wanted to invite about 20 people and told the bridal party that I'll pay for everything up front, but I expected them to chip in. I gave them a range of what I thought would be the total cost and the range for how much it will cost everyone individually. Ashley okayed this amount. The party ended up being much more than I expected, but I didn't want to ask the girls to pay more. If it would have been about $15 more. So I ate up the extra cost and told them it was a flat 25, which was within the range I gave them. I told them I'll text receipts when I finish shopping, but since I was buying pizza the night of the party, I wouldn't have the total cost until then. I ended up texting the group 2 days after the wedding. So long story short, I've been trying to collect the money from all the girls, and Ashley hasn't paid. She's ignoring all the texts and Cash App requests, and I'm pissed. Yes, it's only $25, but for me, it's the principle. And I'm all about principle. I know I'm getting the money from her. I know I'm not getting the money from her, but I just want her to know how much of a tacky, disrespectful, broke bitch she is for not even acknowledging she owes me money. Yet she's on social media, popping bottles in the club and living her best life. Even if she is having trouble financially, there's a way to handle shit like that, like a grown woman. Why should everyone else have to chip in but you? So I need y'all to encourage me to just let it go, because I don't want to cause any drama for my bestie and her husband, since it's his sister. I'll be cussing out, especially because I don't need the money and the bitch probably already blocked me anyway. So what do you feel about that?
I want old Russ's answer or new Russ answer.
A mixture of both.
All right. So old Russ would say, oh, she out popping bottles. I would screenshot one of those pictures of her popping bottles, put it on Instagram feed, tag her, and was like, oh, look at you out here popping bottles. You must have forgot you owe me $25 for my cash.
Yes. Yeah.
Tag a couple other people just so they know.
Mm-hmm.
And,
no, do it in the group text that was for
yeah,
the
but
bottle.
group text, only the people in the group text see it. I put it on my social media.
Okay.
Girl, that's 170 people by the end of 24 hours when it closes out.
Mm-hmm.
Minimal. Plus, I'm tagging everybody in the group text in there. Like, y'all see this?
Yeah.
Y'all know she was tagging her fair? Okay. Just make sure y'all know. Now, that's what old Russ would do. My therapist says that you should not listen to old Russ, nor should I. And I don't anymore. For the most part, 98% of the time, I do not. That was my initial thought, though. But to be honest with you, just block her and go on about your life. Like, it's just not that serious. This is someone that you never really have to see again. You never really have to hang out with. It's not your husband's sister. It's your best friend's husband's sister. Like,
you're not gonna be at all those family get. Like, you might see her again, but not really.
You might have to interact with this woman once a year. It's not that serious. Just going for it. Whenever anything regarding pain comes up, get hers up front.
Or anybody in that matter. Like, if you know this will be a problem for you in the future, like, cause somebody's always not gonna pay for real. It's always that one person. Mm-hmm. So if you know that, you just go ahead and get the money before you even put your money down. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get everybody's money and we're gonna go from there. Mm-hmm. Because it's always that one person that just don't give you the money. Like, what? Why did you say you want to do this, man? So I learned my lesson with that before, and I think I chopped it up because, you know me, I'm not conversational, but I just went about things a different way going forth.
Yeah, no. In the past, I have definitely brought it up to them in private. Didn't do anything. Brought it up to them in front of a small company. I got you. Why you making such a big deal over $25? Well, why can't you pay back $25? It's been a month. And I have escalated it before. In my defense, the escalation though started over a whole different thing. And I was just like, and why were you on the subject of you being a home wrecker? You also don't pay back your money and you owe me $25. I added interest. We're now at $37.85. So but I wouldn't recommend that because you ruin the party and now everybody says you took it too far. So me definitely says just ignore it. Just ignore it. Take that L and then treat her accordingly after.
Yeah.
She is who she is. She gonna be who she be.
There's no real change in that. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me see what one I have next. Oh, there's two. Okay. Guy and girl are in a relationship. Okay. Wait, the title is, what would you call this? Cheating? Being an asshole? Guy and girl are in a relationship for a few months. Guy confesses to girl that he has a stash of naked photos of his exes that he claims he doesn't look at. Months later, he confesses that he does indeed look at them, but only on occasion when he wants to organize them. Girl tells Guy that she's uncomfortable with him having these photos. He says he isn't going to delete them until after he's married. Thoughts?
I don't think it's cheating, but I do think it's disrespectful. I don't know. I don't just collect dick pics and I'm gonna keep these. But guys are different than girls in that way. I think, I don't know. But if he couldn't respect me asking him to delete them, I think I'll have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be something I'm okay with at all. And I just think it's a problem if you collect those. Like, I mean, it's not a problem if you collect them and you're not in a relationship, but like you collect them, you're with me now, you still want to look at that. That doesn't sit well with me. I mean, I had a guy that told me he has all the pictures and videos of every girl he talked to. He probably still has them to this day. But I didn't find that attractive. I found that ugh.
Yeah.
So it's just like that. Even if we were just dating and you told me that, I would be turned off. So if we're in a whole relationship and you're doing that, I'm turned off.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how long I want to be with you because of that. You know what I mean? So that's just me.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm just straight up. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I understand people have their fetishes and so forth, but you need to be upfront with people. Like, once things start getting serious, be upfront about what your fetishes are.
Because basically, yeah, fetish, yeah.
Yeah. Because when a person thinks they know you and you take them by storm and they find out some stuff like that, that's some type of stuff that, like, yeah, some people can just be like, okay, I'll go about their business, and others can be like, I don't know if I'm into that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the way I see it is, if I come across a dude, he has a porn collection, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going flip, because I get it. I'm not always here. You need something to stimulate the mind, stimulate other parts.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Like, no problem. It depends. If I see certain titles, there's some problems.
Yeah.
But for the most part, no problems. But if you have pictures and videos in your personal phone of exes, I have a problem with that, because to me, it's not like you're looking at new girls. These are girls you've already had contact with. These are girls you've already had sexual experiences with. So for me, it's not like some random girl who you are playing out this fantasy with your head. No, you're replaying actual memories.
Mm-hmm.
You're replaying actual what it felt like to be in her.
Mm-hmm.
And I
tell how she tastes, all of that. Yeah.
I have a problem with that. Because it's like, I'm not doing that to you. And despite the fact all y'all think that when we get to y'all the best we ever had. No, we keep lying and telling y'all. But I don't know, ladies. I feel like we should stop lying to them. I feel like mid-coitus, and he's like, is this the best? You like, no, Tyrone Briggs was, but you top 8, and then keep pushing forward. Humble them. Humble man, 2021.
Myself.
You said humble myself. That's how you end up in situations where you're like, wait, I said I didn't like choking. Please stop.
Yeah.
But no, like, all I say is that, to me, it's inappropriate, because a man would hate to know that I'm still looking at another man's dick.
Exactly. That will hurt their little everything.
Mm-hmm. You will be like, wait, you got me. Why would you even need oh, it's just for aesthetics. Y'all would not buy that. Mm-hmm. And don't let the aesthetics be bigger than what you currently have.
Yeah.
It was
the fact they're like, oh, I'm just organizing the pictures. I don't understand that. Why are we organizing these? Get rid of them.
They're in your phone. So what does that mean? BS. Pure BS. I personally think he is being an a-hole, and I don't know if I would call that cheating, but I would believe he also has some other stuff going on that you don't know about. Mm-hmm. That is just going to pop out sooner or later.
I mean, because he fantasizing over them, he can call him to get it back popping, you know?
Mm-hmm. Also, you don't know how far along those pictures are.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
He could be telling you that those pictures are from months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Mandy might have sent that to him Friday.
Yep.
But I will say, I do think men keep pictures.
For sure.
Girls, I definitely, I've had someone hit me up before, literally hit me up, like, oh, I was looking at that picture of you and that blah 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 blah, and I was like, hello, why do you have that picture still? It's my favorite picture. What do you mean? And I straight up told her, like, well, when things ended, I deleted everything I had of you. And then, of course, he did the fake, well, if you want me to delete it, I will. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
ain't gonna delete nothing.
Oh, no. Which is fine. And this is why you do not take pictures that show identifying marks, ladies. Don't put your face in the picture. Don't put that really extravagant tattoo in the picture. Okay?
Don't do it.
They show that picture, you can go in there like, first of all, that's Dream Doll. That's not even me. Anyways, keep it moving. Yeah. Next one. I think we got time for one more. Okay. I am overweight and need to lose weight. My body does not look good naked or in a bikini. I have several love handles and my stomach is not flat. When I go online and see fit women that are in shape, it makes me feel bad about myself. And I get depressed. And when I try to do online dating, some men will ask for full body photos of me in a bikini, and I cannot supply them with those type of photos because my body does not look good in a two-piece. I recently flaked out on a date because I was having a bad day about my body. I felt like once things progressed and the potential to be sexual was there was no way this man will want me because of how I look naked. So right now I am single. I know people will tell me to just lose weight, but even when I am smaller, my body still has none of that. It still does not look like Instagram models. So that depresses me. It makes me not motivated to lose weight. I feel guilty for having a body like this, and I feel trapped. It makes me so sad and so desperate. Oh, sorry, not desperate, depressed.
So she has to lose a little weight to feel pretty. Basically,
I think it's more than that. I mean, she starts off by talking about she's overweight, that she needs to lose weight because she doesn't like how her body looks, and it makes her not want to go on dates. It makes her scared to put herself out there on dating sites. But then it even goes on to say that, even though she loses weight, her body won't look like Instagram models. And so she doesn't see the point of it. This is more, to me, this is more mental health stuff. This is more, this is deeper than, I just need to lose weight.
Yeah.
That's definitely a thing with women. We want to lose weight. I always want to lose weight. always. Like, I'm sitting up here drinking some Mike's hard lemonade, knowing that I got a whole fridge full of water. Just drinking away all my calories. So I get it. Like, I get wanting to lose weight, wanting to get your body back, or wanting to get a whole new body. But when it comes to the point that you're letting it stop you from life, now this is when we need to start thinking about, okay, there's something deeper here.
Yeah.
This is an insecurity about self, and it goes deeper than weight. This is, to me, and I'm not trying to armchair therapist her, but in my experience, when I hear stories about this is deeper. These are the girls that when they lose weight, they're still not happy, and they finally get that perfect body, and you're like, oh my gosh, they look so good, and then they go and add more ass shots to the already perfect booty. Then they go and get their already naturally full lips fuller.
Right. But she says people was asking her to send pictures, but she couldn't because she didn't like her body. But that's telling you that, I mean, she's still, people are still attracted to her, so she might not even be what she see herself as. So I think that is like mental thing.
Yeah. That's what I was going with. Like, this to me is like, even if you got what you think perfection looks like, you will still keep going, because to me, this doesn't sound like, hey, I'm just unhappy with my body. This sounds like, hey, I have some insecurity issues. I think body image is being masqueraded as the insecurity, but I think once you take away the body image issue, you're going to find other insecurities.
It's always going to be something, though.
Yeah, it's something else there. This is more than losing weight. Look, I'm all for losing weight. I think if you want to be happy and healthy in your body and you can manage to do it, definitely do it. You know? I also want to throw out there, though, like, I'm a thick girl myself and I ain't never struggled for a man. It has never been a problem.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's just her mental, because it's like, there's a woman out there for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, a man out there for every woman. Like, just because, I don't know, it doesn't seem like she is as bad as she thinks she is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 150% agree. I think this has more to do with other mental health things. And I would hope that, I would say, starting therapy. You can start your diet, you can start going to the gym, but I say also start in therapy. Start with a good therapist. Start with a psychiatrist. And see if you guys can deep dive together on where this is coming from, because it just sounds more than, okay, I need to lose weight.
Right. It's like mental. It's going to be mental, you know.
Yeah. And I don't, a lot of times I will say this to ladies and men, like, a lot of times, like, when we think we aren't cute enough, when we think we ain't got it going on enough, I promise you there's always someone that's like, she's so pretty.
Exactly. That's what, yeah.
So cute. He's so cute.
I agree.
I love the way he licks his lips. Like, there's always someone that you don't know. There was this guy who I worked with, and I wouldn't have messed with him just because, a couple people in the office has already messed with him. He unofficially became like a torch in the office. Like, to be a part of the team, you had to hit. Anywho, I didn't hit. I did not touch that torch. Let me but he was very, very handsome. Very, very handsome.
Yeah.
Huh?
So he was, because actually, how me, you never had a certain taste, but then, like, I looked at him like, oh, he's kind of.
Oh yeah, because he was top notch. But I also was like, because I knew some of the people eventually that he had messed with, I was just like, oh yeah, I'm not his type. Like, we're not the same type. And that was fine. That was okay, because I have a rule: don't date people in my office. Yeah. And I ended up finding out that he was actually attracted to me. He was just always like, yeah, well, you kept avoiding me. So I was like, she must really, really find me annoying. He's like, so then I kept avoiding you. But then I would love when I would walk by and your office desk is open and I could be like, hey, I'm like, oh, hey. Anyways, and I just was like, see, and it's one of those things where you're like, sometimes we tell ourselves stuff and it's not necessarily true. And the reason I thought that is, one, not because I have low self-esteem, like, I'm bad as fuck. Like, I can't wait to show y'all my face. I'm bad as fuck. That's great. Y'all don't hold me to that. I don't want to show my face and then y'all be like, so I was expecting Rihanna. This is not what it's giving. It's not giving what you said it would give. No, but it wasn't that. But it was the type. Like one of the girls I saw him with, absolutely gorgeous Model S type. Very, very tall, very, 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 very thin. Very, very perfect. You know, not a chip on the nail. Purse matches your shoes, matches the jewelry. Hair always in place, never a single flyaway, stuff like that. And I was just like, oh yeah, no. I might come out one day and I got one just curly Sue curl just sticking out the top of my head and it won't go down, and I'm stuck with it. So, but no, So again, just to say that, like, don't let your own insecurities keep you away from finding love, because a lot of times when I read that, I definitely picked up on some, like, no, I feel like you're stopping yourself from greatness, because it sounds like it sounds like you have people wanting to reach out to you.
Yeah, people want to see that pictures and people want to do this or do that. They're interested in you, babes. Like, they think you're beautiful. So it's just like, it's something with the mental. Like, don't downplay yourself.
Yeah. Anique, we got time for one more.
Okay. It's me, she. I see one that I liked. I just read this. So it's just a random one I just picked. I briefly tried to take up some hobbies, but none were really enjoyable for me. Eventually, they got frustrating to learn, and I didn't even bother with them. I don't really have any real interest. I play video games, but I don't love them. I don't love them. I'm just used to it to pass the time, and it's not really a hobby where I can brag on and show people. So basically, I guess it's asking hobbies for people who aren't really interested in anything.
Yeah. When you were reading it, I was like, the title. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good.
I just started reading it, but I can relate with this because I don't have any hobbies.
Girl, I really hate when people like, so tell me about your hobbies. I'd be like, food. That's not a hobby. I mean, you would think so, but it is.
Yeah. Well, you can't tell. Like, this question was odd anyway, because it's like hobbies for people who aren't really interested in anything. Like, I can't tell you what to be interested in it, and isn't that the hobby?
Well, but so no. One thing I can say that I did last year that did help me is last year, when it started open back up a little, and before it started to go down, I went to Groupon, and every week I would buy something from Groupon that I've never done before and just try it. And it's like something cheap that you can try by yourself or with friends, and you can like you can budget it at $100 a month, right?
Yeah.
And I promise you can find 4 things within $25, if not less. You're gonna walk away with at least 4 things.
Yeah.
So like one time I did a sensory deprivation pod. All I got out of that was some really great sexy Instagram photos that I deleted almost instantly. But that was all I got for that. If y'all are wondering how that experience was, it was not. I was just floating in the dark and not being able to get salt out of my hand, hair, or behind for like a week.
You took pictures before, or not while you were in there?
I took pictures before and after. And because that swimsuit was so cute. So I took those pictures, and that's all I got from it. And then I did one with a massage, and that was good. They gave me a 60-minute massage. I think it was like 37. I had booked one for horseback riding, but I didn't get to go because Corona hit. I'm I'm trying to think, but I've
That'll
done
be
it.
more like a hobby. That is a good idea. You can try different things and see what you
Yeah.
like and what you don't like. Yeah, that is a great idea,
I did
actually.
a wine and sit by myself. I did a cooking class one. I didn't get to go to that one. I actually had to cancel, but I had paid for it and never got my money back. But yeah, I think for those who don't like hobbies, something like that where you kind of just mix and match. And it got me one to see more of the city, and I got to meet some cool, new, interesting people, and it helped me get a better idea of things I do like and what I don't. Like,
Yeah.
so for me, I realized things that most people like as relaxation, I don't. So like the sensory deprivation, that's supposed to be like a great meditation, relaxation thing for folks. It was not for me. Did not enjoy. The same thing with getting a massage. Like, I like getting massages because my back hurts, but it's not a joyful experience. Like, it's literally like taking medicine. Like,
What do
I
you
have
mean
to
by
do
taking
it.
medicine? Oh, it's something you
Like,
have to do.
yeah, it's something I have to do to feel better, but I'm not necessarily enjoying it. It's not like I don't go to get massages. It's like, you know how I feel about getting my nails done.
Yeah.
Like, I get my nails done. I keep my nail and my feet done well. But I keep it up for y'all, okay? I keep my nails and my feet up for y'all, for y'all's approval. So I live in the A. And then people always look at your hands when you talk, your feet when you walk.
Right.
And so I get it done. I don't like the experience. Like, I don't like sitting there. I don't find the foot massage good. I don't know. I've seen many people, like, when we're in these like breakout sessions in a conference or whatever, and they're like, name your self-care practice, and always like 8 out of the 10 women there will say getting their nails done. And I'm like,
that's not a self-care for me either.
Yeah, I'm like, bruh, that's a necessity. I don't even like it.
Just like getting your hair done.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Also, because whenever I do my hair done, I also always end up having to tweak it myself when I get home. Anyway.
Every time. Yeah.
Every time. Because no one seems to understand, like, hey, this right here, exactly this. They're like, okay, but with a twist. No. Yes. Not with a twist. Just like this. Okay. I'm gonna put a little twist in. You're like, all right, motherfucker. It's such a frustrating experience.
It very much is. It very much is.
But yeah, what about you?
I think that you said that the Groupon thing was a good idea. I might actually like to roller skate. It's my hobby.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not my hobby that I can do often, but when I actually get time to do it, I actually love it. Like, it gets frustrating for me to have to take Journey because I can't just skate and be free and enjoy it. I have to like have a little one hanging on to me. But I would love for her to love it as much as I do. I can't really skate backwards or anything, but I do like to skate. I like to listen to music. It's something I can use for exercise, but I don't like to work out or anything like that. You know, some people like to work out as their hobby. That will never be mine. But I can't skate. But like, if I was to have the task of finding a new hobby or finding something I like, I really like that Groupon idea. I like to paint and sip too, but I'm not really good at it. But it's something fun to do.
As we're talking, I'm about to go see what they got on Groupon right now. Because when me and you were talking about going to Vegas, like, I was looking on Groupon, girl, they would have had us out there like the Rough Riders on sand dunes. Like, Groupon got a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So like right now in the A, you can do axe throwing. You can do the selfie museum.
Yeah, I want to go
for
there.
$7. Horseback riding. They got a zip line thing.
Zip lining is fun.
You could become a real estate salesman. They have courses to help you pass your class.
Wow.
And you know what? I'm not even laughing because for real, all my friends trying to buy homes out here right now are struggling. And they're like, they can't find a real estate, or the real estate can't get them a home or blah blah blah. So like this might be the thing. Like this for real. Matter of fact, this is what I want for my birthday. I want to become a real estate agent, so I don't have to keep dealing with this no more. But yeah, and of course they got a lot of beauty and spa type days. So yeah, I say that's my suggestion. Go on Groupon, look at their activities, and see the different things that you can do on there. And that might become a thing for you. That becomes a self-care, or it becomes a hobby. You know, out here we have that air thing where like you can float in the air. Yeah, that could become your hobby. That can move you on to skydiving after a while. All that.
Like before COVID, they had like different groups and stuff you can join. Like you can join the knitting club, you can join the garden club. Like you could look up those type of things too and see if you would like to do those for a little bit of time. Most places have what's it called? Like a
Meet me.
A what?
Meet me.
Yeah, meet me. But like like if we want the girls to see if they like dancing, so they have like a free class. It's a tester.
Yeah.
So a lot of places have where you can like do one free class. Like maybe you want to go do a workout dance class, you get a free class. Like you can do all these free classes and test the different things to see what you like and what you don't like. I think that's a good idea too. But I don't know if they have so much things you can do now because of COVID.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, guys, those are the questions we have for today. I'm going to try to figure out a way to post so I can get questions personally for you guys. We kind of just Googled and took what we could find from the Googles, as my mother would say. Googles. And we try to keep it on various topics. You know, when you Google like advice columns or advice forums, almost everybody just wants to know if they should leave their cheating husband, and the answer is almost always yes. It's never even like simple. It's never even just like, how Curtis, texting another woman, he said sorry and he loved me and we're gonna stay together, but I just don't know. It's never like that. It's always like, so Curtis brought home his fourth baby that's not by me. He knows I'm struggling with fertility. It's like, okay, so first of all, let's start a group me for beating up Curtis. Let's do that. Let's first start that. Get him together. And the other half of us gonna help move him out the house. Now you gotta do this strategically. He has to be the one to get kicked out the house. Your lawyers will explain this to you later. It's always stuff like that. It was very hard to just find general questions. I would much rather you guys send the questions in, and once in a while we'll just keep all those questions and we'll do an episode on them, and y'all can take our advice. That's our advice, but like, also understand it's just advice. Yeah, our opinions. And we can go from there. We will see you guys next Thursday. I'm trying to remember if we're going to be in town, but we will be in town. So yes, you guys will hear us next Thursday. We'll probably post some pictures at the beach. We're going to do it some like real Beyonce type stuff. Like you're going to see the back of our baby's ear. You might see, a pinky toe in the sand, and that's it. But we're going to post them. We hope you appreciate them.
Our beautiful baby's hair.
Right. A nice, beautiful, fluffy, curly 4C dashing in the wind. But other than that, we have no updates. Thanks, guys, for listening and following. Listenership has been up. Followers have been up. We actually posted last week's episode like, hey guys, we would love to get to 500, and we are now at like 578.
Yes, we have reached our goal. Now we have other goals to make.
Right. We gotta figure out a time scale for getting to like 1,000. I'm doing that. Also, don't forget to check out the Overlook podcast. I'm sure there will be a commercial in here somewhere at some point in time. Other than that, guys, we will see you next Thursday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, save, share posts, and write reviews. We appreciate it so much. We saw that you guys did some reviews. I appreciate you guys so much. I see you guys in our DMs. I love when you guys DM us, so never feel shy about DMing us. If you ever get a DM back from me after like 9, ignore it. Just ignore it. It's not inappropriate. let me clarify. It's not inappropriate. I don't sleep, you guys. You guys know I've been suffering with insomnia, and so sometimes I'll check at night because I'm up and it don't make sense. And I'll go back the next day and y'all be so kind because y'all would say something like, "Oh, my favorite part was when you talked about the whoop-de-whoop." And I'll reply back like, "Girl, yes, green."
Please don't. Let's just not open them. Let's just not open them.
I'm gonna try. But I'm sorry. I'm trying to do better. Look, me and my team, doctors are trying to get me to go to sleep so I can stop doing these things to you. But yeah, so if you get any responses from me and they're just like, yeah, purple tomato, I'm trying to, just ignore it. Or you can put LOL.
I have gotten those texts before and I'm like, what, Chris? What? I'm sorry.
You have recorded before. You've texted me like, so you took your sleeping medicine before you went on, didn't you? Yeah.
I was like, I was just trying to keep up, but
bro, I'm trying. Sis is trying.
Yes.
All right, guys, we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.